everyone, and welcome to Art By Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon PGL. This is week 5, and we're up against Carson, or Toxic Gaming, and the Chicago Bewears. Sorry, just so many recordings going up today. So, this is a secondhand recording. I accidentally deleted didn't save my battle video, and then the live recording was all funky, because I was doing stuff on screen, so it wasn't recording right. So, thank you to Carson, Toxic Gaming, for sliding his battle video over to me. Hopefully, we can get all the talking in that we need to. So we can see his team is Thundurus, Incarnate, Tapu Lele, Infernape, Tyranitar, Shaman, and Excadrill. And then you can't see my team. But yeah, let's get into it right away, I guess. You're going to be seen from his side, obviously, because it's his video. So I lead off with the Melodic here, not quite knowing what he was going to lead with, but it does pretty well against everything. He's going to lead with I Got a Fever, which, I realized because I thought Infernape was going to lead, but Thundurus actually leads. So I'm going to be ballsy and go for Mirror Coat here. He actually goes for Knockoff, which is going to get rid of my leftovers. I'm assuming he expected the Mirror Coat, so he didn't go for Thunderbolt here. I'm like, well, I do live a Thunderbolt from here, so I think I go for another one, but he knocks off again. No, I go for Scald here. I go for Scald here because I think he's 100% physical now. Because I think he has Wild Charge, but he would have won for Wild Charge if he had it there. So I'm going to switch out because I don't live Wild Charge or Thunderbolt from this range, so I'm going to switch right into the Moosh, the Clefable, and we're gonna take that fairly well, but not as well as I'd like. I don't think I built this Clefable quite well enough for this week, and I don't think we have enough bulk in general for this week, so it's a little unfortunate. But Tapu Lele is going to come in, which is going to be the really big problem with this team. I do have Mega Scissor with Agility, so after an Agility we'll outspeed it, and then Iron Head, because you can't use Bullet Punch on Tapu Lele in its terrain. But we're going to have to get that set up. So I'm going to set up the Stealth Rocks, because I figure if we can get them switching it enough, that it's going to be really, really helpful here. So Clefable isn't going to live a Psychic, but nothing else is either. And I was kind of trying to decide if he was going to go for Hidden Power Fire. I'm assuming this thing is going to have it because Scissor just bodies this thing otherwise. So I'm going to switch in the Breloom. Terrible play on my end. I'm like, oh, I can just like Spore here or something. But then I'm like, oh, he's going to switch because he doesn't want to be put to sleep because I'm Focus Sash Breloom. So I got too much into my own head, and I go for Rock Tomb here. And unfortunately, we're in a freaking mess. So now I'm just up Poop Creek without a paddle. And if I would have taken a second to think, I'm like, oh, I could have just brought in Muck. Muck is for the Tapu Lele. I don't know why I didn't just bring this thing in first. I just got too overzealous with Spore and all that stuff. So the Moonblast, he switches up, probably expecting Muck to come in, and it doesn't even do 50% to pop our berry, unfortunately. So the Tyranitar is going to come out. I think I just go for Knockoff here, expecting him to switch. But he's going to switch into the Tyranitar, which is going to take everything pretty well. Unfortunately, I took Brick Break off of this Muck. Originally, it had it, but then I switched it for Explosion because Brick Break wasn't even really doing that much to the Tyranitar. So we do get rid of the Smooth Rock, so unfortunately, it will be around for a little while longer. But fortunately, the Sandstorm is going to proc our berry, so we don't. So now we're back up to a good amount of health. So I'm going to save this thing for later because it's going to, again, we need something for the Tapu Lele, and that's really all that's going to be able to do it until we get Scissor set up. So I'm going to switch out to Melodic because it should be able to take hits from this Tyranitar pretty well. He's going to set up his own Stealth Rocks, so now we don't have that advantage over him. We're both getting hurt left and right, plus we're getting hit by Sandstorms. So I do have a little fun thing on this Melodic for the sand. I'm going to set up the Rain Dance. So yes, now that Excadrill can be slow again. So and that's going to cause him to have to switch more, which is great for me. More Stealth Rock damage on him because he's got to switch to set up his weather while I don't. He's going to Toxic. Unfortunate. Because now my Melodic's going to be sitting here taking damage. And unfortunately my Clefable is dead. So I'd say my Clefable doesn't have Heal Bell, but it's dead. So it might have had Heal Bell. I can't remember. But I do just go for Scald here. Even if he switches in the Shaman, we should be fine. We can get possible burn. Actually, I recover. Never mind. I lied. I went for recover. I did just have this battle, was it yesterday already? Or only yesterday? It must have been only yesterday, but so many things have happened since then, I kind of forgot what happened. So the Shaman is going to switch out here, probably expecting Ice Beam, or maybe just to reset his weather. I'm not sure. I think I stayed in and went for Mirror Coat like an idiot again. So he's going to Sandstream, or get the Sandstream up. I do Mirror Coat like an idiot, like I said. So we're going to take some more damage. At this point, I can take any hit from the Tyranitar. I'm assuming it's defensive since it has Toxic and Stealth Rock, so I'm going to set up my Rain again just to mess with it some more. He's going to switch out the Tyranitar here, probably expecting the Rain to go up, and Thundurus is going to come in to scare my Melodic. And it's going to take some Stealth Rock damage too, so I'm really liking all these switches because it's bringing everything down pretty low for me. So I'm going to get the Rain Dance set up. I'm like, yes, thank you, come again. So now the Rain's up. At this point, I'm just going to let Melodic go down. I think I've messed with his weather enough that I guess we'll just have to deal with it at this point because I don't really have a switch in for the Thundurus. I guess I kind of do, but I just didn't want to mess with it too much. I guess. I don't know. So Thunderbolt's going to take out my Melodic. Unfortunate, because now we can't Rain Dance in the face of that Tyranitar. And here, I make a terrible misplay. So I'm like, alright, we have to cross our fingers and hope this thing doesn't have Thunderbolt, or a Thunder Wave, and I bet it doesn't because it has Knockoff and Thunderbolt, so it's all offensive. So I'm going to Mega Evolve and go for Agility like a moron. I should have just brought in something else. Who did I have left at this point? I had Scissor, I had Muck. He has Thunder Wave, by the way. I had Scissor and Muck. What else did I have? Agility is going to get set up. So now, if my math is correct, I should be at normal speed. So he has Incinerate. Fortunately, the Rain's up, so we're going to be living that. We're going to actually be able to take another one. And then I can set up another Agility. So now we're at +2. I'm not sure how exactly that works. It might be, I think Paralysis halves whatever your speed is. So I don't think we're necessarily at half, because I think it would half all my stats or whatever. But I'm going to knock off here, finally get rid of this thing. But in the moment I was thinking, oh, I'm +2 because of how that works out. So I'm thinking all speed things, but I won't. I absolutely won't. So especially if this Infernape comes in here. So I'm like, alright, now I've got to switch, and I don't remember half my team right now. I know Scissor and Muck. Oh, Breloom. I'm going to sack off the Breloom here. It's just going to faint to Stealth Rocks. It's fine. Now we're down to 3 Pokemon, and I can't remember one of them. I have Latias. The Infernape goes for Flare Blitz, so I'm going to bring in the Latias now. The unfortunate thing is this Latias can't do anything to the Tapu Lele or the Excadrill or the Tyranitar. So this Latias, why I set this Latias up the way I did? Oh, it was before his Mega Charizard X, which he didn't bring. And then also for that Infernape and stuff. So I do have Thunder Wave and Roost on this thing. I'm going to go for the Thunder Wave here, expecting him to switch. I was hoping into Lele. It wasn't into Lele. But yeah, this Latias is essentially useless at this point. So I know I'll survive a pursuit. And then I'll be able to get off my Wiki Berry. So I'm going to try and back out of there. He's like, nope, pop. And I'm like, nope, I live. Because I figured he was going to have Pursuit, so I made sure I'd live one while switching out. Because that's what he did against the Latios that he faced last week. So I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to bring in my Skizzy. And now that we're both paralyzed, my Skizzy will outspeed, so I can at least get an Iron Head off. I should have ran both Iron Head and Bullet Punch on this thing. But, I'm an idiot. So there goes the Tyranitar. So Scissor picking up 2 KOs this week, even though he's paralyzed. And even with the Thundurus, I shouldn't have set up all those Agilities. There's an Infernape still sitting there, and there's this dumb thing. So I just misplayed. And then at this point, I was just trying to get the differential as low as I could, even though I couldn't really anymore, because I can't do anything with this Excadrill at this point. Scissor's going to go down to Earthquake. This thing's faster than all my Pokemon. Latias can't hit it. It can hit it, but everything's resisted because I have Psyshock and Draco Meteor. So what can you do? And I can't Thunder Wave it. And then I have Muck. So that is going to be... I'm going to try and get off as much damage as I can, that hopefully a Shadow Sneak can take it out from here. So I'm going to Roost up, see how much damage he's going to be doing to me. Like, alright. I go for Psyshock, I guess, and hope for the best. Sandstorm is going to subside. But we do outspeed. I'm uninvested, and I outspeed him. So Psyshock is doing next to nothing. So I'm like, alright. There's probably no way we win here. Probably, I say. So he Swords Dances. I'm like, alright, now we're definitely dead. So I'm going to go for the Draco Meteor, just to get off as much damage as I can before I die. Even if I'd gone for Draco Meteor the previous turn, I think going Psyshock Draco Meteor was our best play. We get him down to 77, and I know Shadow Sneak does not do that much. Even with a critical hit, Shadow Sneak does not do that much. So, unfortunately, a lot of misplays that really cost us a lot this game. Bringing in the Breloom instead of the Muck was a big one. I thought I went too fast. I should have stopped and looked and said, "Hey, I have a Muck." And I think one of the bigger things was that I was very familiar with what the team was anymore, because I'd made the team on like Tuesday. No, I made the team on Monday. So Monday the 6th. And this battle's late. I forgot to mention that. I made the team on Monday the 6th, expecting the battle on the 7th, because that's when we were supposed to do it. But then he had to leave early because he was going to PAX East. So then we weren't able to do the battle then, and he didn't get back till the following Tuesday. So there was an entire week in between when I made the team and when we actually battled. So I was a little unfamiliar with it. That's still no excuse. I should have taken a little bit of time and looked and be like, hey, Muck is there because it's for Tapu Lele. So that was the biggest thing, letting Breloom go down. If we still had Breloom, we could Mach Punch the poop out of the Tyranitar and the Excadrill. That would have been perfect. Putting in the Scissor that early and sitting there in Agility like an idiot against a Thundurus, which I knew I had Thunder Wave, but I was like, hey, hopefully it doesn't, was a big problem, especially with the Infernape still sitting there. That was terrible play on my own end, but what can you do? But anyway, guys, next week, I didn't mention the team name again. I actually recorded next week already because I didn't have this video right away. But next week we were up against the Boston Silk Scarfs by True Norse Gamer, Norsey Gaming, whatever he changed his name to now. So be sure to be looking forward to that battle, which actually will be coming out the same day. I keep Windows Defender, get out of my face. I don't want you anymore. But what am I trying to say? Oh, that battle will be up later today because this battle was late. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe because we need that support right now. I'm feeling real hurt. I'm licking my wounds right now. And actually, a little foreshadowing into the Delta Battle League battle for this upcoming week. I played that right after this, and that was perfect because I was so upset about this match. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time. Oh, be sure to go check out Carson Talks Game. I think I mentioned that at the beginning of the video. I can't remember. It's so many different videos being recorded tonight. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone. Go Wild Charge. Hopefully we do better next week.